What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Boss Motions. My name is Federico Sasseri. On today's episode, we'll be taking a look at Kinemaster. Kinemaster has been around for quite some time now, and I'm very sure some of you might be familiar with it. However, recently they released a new update on the software, which enables you to do much more, not just for video editing, but you can also do some motion effects or visual effects in it. Last week, I actually did a video using Kinemaster, and in case you've not seen it, more like a thriller talking about the challenges or what people think during COVID-19. In case you've not seen it, you can click on this button right here and take a look at that video. So guys, let's go into the software and see what it has to offer for us. So firstly, when you launch Kinemaster, this is the interface it's going to show you. After that, just click on this middle icon here. So it will show you select an aspect ratio of the project. Are you shooting by 16:9 or 9:16 or 1:1, which simply means horizontal, vertical, or square. So for this video, I'm going to be using horizontal, which is 16:9. So when you click on it, automatically it has created the project for the Kinemaster. So inside this project, this is where you start laying down or laying out your visuals or your pictures. So firstly, now I'm going to show you how you are going to import your video. So you click on this media icon here. So you click on maybe all. When you click on all, it's going to take you to your phone archive, videos you've recorded inside your phone. After that, you just simply go to the visual you want to pick, you select them. So as soon as you select it, it automatically goes into your timeline. You can see it here, it's already inside my timeline, and this is the only visual I'm going to be using for this tutorial. So I'll just click on this icon here and we are done importing the visual. So here we have layer. Under this layer, we have, when you import videos through the layer panel, it's going to create another layer. That's what layer is all about. So this layer panel actually creates another layer for the project. So rather than putting it on the same timeline, it's going to create another layer underneath. So for this now, I'm going to add another layer just to show you how it is, but we're going to undo it. I just want to show you how it works. So if I click on layer now, I've clicked on layer and it's on media, so I click on media. It's going to take me back to where I can import either videos or photos. So you can see I have access to photos here. So if I click on photos now, it's going to take me to all the photos where I stored all the photos inside my mobile phone. So if I click on it now, it's going to add it to another layer, as you can see. So that's the importance and what that layer is all about. So if you want to scroll the timeline, you can easily use your two fingers, reduce the timeline like this. Using your two fingers, you can reduce the timeline, or you can spread it out, increasing the timeline. So now if I want to add maybe graphics, I can easily click on it, test. So test, I can add maybe my name or Sasseri. So as soon as I add Sasseri, you can see Sasseri is already here. So that's how easy and straightforward it is. So you can see the layer it has created. So Sasseri layer is this layer underneath. If you can see it closely, it wrote my name Sasseri. So for instance, I want to have access and move it maybe forward or backward and put it at the beginning or at the end. You just put your finger on your screen like this and move. Don't click on it. If you click on it and try to move it, it will be moving with the other visuals above it. So what you need to do is click anywhere empty, then just drag it. It will move wherever you want it to move to. It's that easy. Same thing with the other picture I imported. So if I select this now, I just hold it, I can move this picture wherever I want it to be. So you can see the picture is above the video. You can see it. So the same thing, for instance, you want to add effects, you can easily access the effects panel right here. So you can add auto HDR. So this is for color correction effect and all that. So if I put auto HDR, it's going to give me a different look entirely on the picture. Let me go back and show you. Effect HDR. If I click on it, it's going to give me a different look. If you notice, this is not how it was before. This is how it was before. So if I had the effect on it, so that's the effect right there. You are seeing that I'm pointing with my finger. So this is the effect that I just added. So if I don't want it, I can click on that effect and delete it. So you can see it's not there anymore. The next thing is overlay are those effects like explosion. You can add lighting, you can add different, all sort of things. So icons and all that. As soon as you click on it now, you can see it's already there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to extend it so that I can see it properly. So this is the overlay that we just added, that love sign. You can see we added the love sign. So if you want to play, maybe do a preview, you can easily, after adding it like this, you just click on this good icon here. Then when you click on it, if you press play, you can see that's the overlay. That love that I just added is an overlay. I'm going to delete that. Then I'm going to show you another feature in it. And so you can as well do handwriting. So you can decide to do some handwriting effect on your visual. So as soon as I had the handwriting, you select which of them you want. Is it more like a paint? Is it more like a marker? Is it more like a illustrator? So it depends on what you want to achieve. So you have tons of tools to play with while using it. So as soon as you select on it, I select on the pen. Let's say for instance I'm using pen, I can easily write on it and do whatever I want to do on it. I'll just undo that. So for you to undo that effect, you can easily click on this button here. So you click on it, double tap it, and that's it. So I want to delete it, I click select the writing tool and delete it. So for instance, I just have recording. I just want to do a voiceover underneath. So you click on the record button and I can start recording, and just click on start recording, and as soon as I'm done, it's going to put it just right below my visual. So let me just say, hello, welcome to the Boss Motion. My name is Frederick Osasere. So as soon as I do that, I click on stop. Immediately, automatically, it's going to drop the audio file under the visual. So if I click on play, I want to get what I said. Let me just click on review. So it's going to play what I said underneath. So is that easy? So we're done on this. So let me delete this file. So next thing is the audio. So you can add sound effects. You can add maybe a file you recorded internally before inside your mobile phone. Then there are some music assets that come with it. That's if you subscribe for the Kinemaster Premium package, maybe you have to pay extra for Android and for iOS. So you have to pay extra to have access to some of their music assets. So when you get there, you can just get music. So automatically it will take me to their music assets. So as you can see, for sound effects, I have some sound effects here that I have access to. Then the same thing with the music. So you can see I have some access to some of their music file here. So it's that straightforward and that easy. This is practically usually available for premium users. That's you're paying for a subscription. But naturally, when you install Kinemaster for the very first time, you just want to see how it works and all that. You might not need to do subscription, so you can have access to just editing and your visuals and all that. So for instance, you want just to take it a step further, maybe you want to have some music, want to have some sound effects, you can pay for this premium package. So, and when you come here, you have access to a ton of different things that you can download as well. So from the premium package. So this is for asset store that you can have access to some nice graphics, animation stuff and all. So VFX, maybe you want to add some special effects on your video, so you have access to it here. So this are some of them that you can have access to. I know. So you can do tons and tons of things with the Kinemaster. So let me just go ahead and talk about this area right here. So for instance, you just want to, maybe you did an effect and you just want to undo it or redo it. So this icon showing like an icon going back means you want to go back to the previous setting how it was before. Then here maybe you want to redo. So this one is redo and this is undo. So and here is for you to capture maybe a particular scene. So this icon you can capture and save, capture and add as a clip, and capture and add as a layer. So you know, as add as a clip, it is just going to add it right beside the next clip. So you can see it has added it here. So if I capture as a layer, it's going to take it below the visual right on top. So it's going to take it, so it's captured as a layer. So this is it here, and this is as a clip here. Like I explained earlier on, if I want to undo, I can just click on this icon right here, so to undo. So that's it. So I want to redo, I've redo the effects and the video that was there before. So this is it. So if you want to reduce, you can actually use your 2 fingers and reduce the timeline or increase the timeline. So depending on what you're editing on, you want to pay attention to some details and all. If you go down here, it's going to give you access to project settings. So that icon there that look like a wheel is going to give you access to project settings. So you have auto master volume, so you automatically master your volume, and audio fading in start of a project, so you want the audio to fade in, so you can have some of those settings right from the beginning, how your audio wants to look like. Do you want it to fade in from the beginning, or you want it to fade out? So it depends on your preference, but for me, I'll leave it as manual, so I'll have to tweak it the way I want at the end of the day. So for video, you want each clips you add to the project to fade in, or you want it to fade out. So it depends on you, so what you want to achieve. So if you want it as a default setting from the beginning, that as soon as you had any extra video is going to be fading into the next one, you can actually set it on the project setting, so automatically you don't need to start adding transitions or effects. It will just do it automatically like that. Then when you come to the editing panel, so it's going to ask you what kind of default duration or photo of clip do you want. So this default duration is that, so when you import a picture into the timeline, do you want it to be just 4.5 frame, or you want it to be 4 or 5? So it determines the length and size of the file. The same thing for the layer. The layer is the one that is going to be underneath, so it's going to import those files based on the duration you choose. So this is where you change the duration of the file you are putting. So do you want it to last for 4 seconds? Do you want it to last for 5 seconds? Do you want it to last for 6 seconds as you are putting it? So it depends to you. Since I have the ability for me to, whenever I put a picture, I can extend it, increase it where I want, so I don't really bother myself choosing well whether it should fit or not. So when you go below here, so it's going to show you if the picture you are going to send into your screen, whether you want it to fit to screen or fill to screen immediately. So for instance, you want to name your project and organize it properly, you can easily go back on this icon here and tap the project you are working on and tap the untitled, and you can call it movie project. So automatically it's going to call it movie project, no longer untitled. So you can see it has a new name now called movie project. Click on the project, it will take you back to the project. So now we've gone through the settings, how you can tweak your settings, default settings. Then after that, maybe for instance you're done with your project and you want to go further and export your movie you've created, so you simply click on this icon just right on top right of the editing suite that shows an arrow going up. So you just click on it and it takes you to this page that you have access to resolution and frame rate. So you can export the maximum you can export in Kinemaster resolution is 4K at 2160p resolution. Then the frame rate, you can do up to 60 frames. As you all know, most new flagship phones that are coming out recently, they can shoot in 60 frames, while there are some that can shoot in 120 frames. So it depends on what you want to achieve and what you're trying to do. So the minimum resolution is 360p and the minimum resolution frame rate for Kinemaster is 12 frames per second. So that's it. So and also you can also decide what's the bitrate going to look like. You can also decide what the bitrate is going to look like. For this one, you can see it's on average. So you can increase the bitrate. The more you increase the bitrate, the higher the size of the file. So it depends on what platform you're trying to upload on. Welcome back, guys. Hope you had an awesome experience watching that tutorial. In case you're interested in knowing more about video editing and video production, feel free to subscribe and also hit the notification bell so that you'll be aware whenever we drop another video. Until I come your way next time, bye bye.